Hey Airsoft enthusiasts, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will dive into a topic that sparked a lot of discussion in Airsoft community, the battle between LPVOs and Red Dot Magnifier setup. Which optic will be best for you? Let's just find out and let's hop straight to the video. And let's kick things off by taking a closer look at LPVOs. These optics are known for their versatility, offering the variable magnification range, typically from 1x to 6x. This means that you can seamlessly transition between close quarters engagements and mid-range shots without swapping anything. And still you will have all the advantages that LPVOs offers, which is great eye relief, wide and really bright field of view, illuminated reticle, a magnified optic for longer shots and observation, and LPVOs will deliver the precision that Red Dot will not. However, they are more expensive, starting at around $100 price range, and to have really good performance you need to spend at least 150 or 200 bucks. The illumination of the reticle sometimes is not bright enough for sunny days to use it as a Red Dot. Also, with bigger magnification, 6x for example, scope shadow can be an issue, and sometimes it's harder to use them in weird positions. On the other hand, Red Dot Magnifier setup, offering the unlimited eye relief on close quarters. Also the dot brightness, it's also cheaper than high-end Airsoft LPVOs. Weight slightly less, and you can transition between magnified optic and not magnified in just a moment. Also it's much easier to aim through it at really weird position and extremely tight corners and areas. But there are also some cons. For example, limited field of view. Magnifier have rather small eye relief, especially if you compare it to LPVO. It's limited with magnification, it's not that effective on the longer range to track the BB. Also, all these $30 to $50 magnifiers are piece of crap, with zero glass clarity and absolutely horrible eye relief. To have good magnifier you need to spend at least 90 bucks. And Holy Warrior and Vector Optics making really decent ones. And here I have my Vortex Razor copy made by Evolution Gear. Also the Huey and the Vector Optics magnifier. Those are absolutely top copies and great brands. You can find more about them in other videos on my channel. So which one should you use? Let's be honest, it's Airsoft, so it's all up to you and your preferences. Distances are not that extreme, and 3x magnification is just enough. Sometimes budget is an issue, so if you don't have money to have both setups, in my opinion you should go with just a Red Dot and magnifier. It just will be more universal and you can use it in close quarters and also in the forest. However, if you have the money for both and you're considering to buy one regardless of the money, stay here and I will just share my thoughts. First off is of course terrain that we are playing in. If it's a forest, CQB or mix of them, there's no rocket science that in forest the LPVO will be the king and in the CQB the Red Dot is the way to go. In forest with LPVO, you can observe and spot targets on longer distances, make more accurate shots. There will be huge performance gap between this and Red Dot magnifier setup. And remember, it's Airsoft, so you often need to track the BB due to the wind and other external factors. It's much easier to do with LPVO, especially when you are shooting at 50 meter plus and you need to correct your shots. It's just much easier, and it's so clear and easy to do with that stuff. Also, if the reticle is illuminated enough and is bright enough, you can use it as a Red Dot on 1x magnification on the closer range, even in the CQB. Of course, it's not that fast, but let's be honest, in the forest you've got more time to react. Still, Red Dot and magnifiers are great and far enough, but when I switched to LPVO a few years ago, I think I will never use anything else in forest. especially if I want to, maximize my gun performance at the end of the effective range. Because when the BB is not stable anymore at 50, 60, 70 meters, it's just much more easier and, it's just easier to correct your shots and, hit the guy at the big range with your second or third BB. And in CQB and mixed terrain, Red Dot and Magnifier is way to go. Faster to aim, unlimited eye relief, it's easy to shoot in tight corners and areas. As I said, no rocket science here. So question is, which one should you choose when you are on the budget? First off, you should ask yourself in what terrain you are playing. If it's forest, go with an LPVO. If in CQB, go with the Red Dot. If in both, go with the Red Dot plus Magnifier. It will be more effective, cheaper and just more universal. I love LPVO and they are absolutely blasting, and I'm even using them in the CQB with Red Dot on top. But let's be honest, it's Airsoft, so distances are close, so you don't need that magnified optic. Just good magnified Red Dot will be better. Yeah, it can be harder to use due to the smaller eye relief on the magnifier, but you can learn the move, and after few games or 1 hour of training in home, it will be comfy to use. So if you're on the budget, just go with Red Dot and the magnifier, it will be far enough. And that's it guys for today. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. I will leave the links for every stuff that I have in the description below. Yeah, thank you guys and see you in the next one.